What's going on, Pisces? How we doing? Let's get right into this. This is your collective, and God has blessed it. So thank you, gracious Father. All Pisces, all Pisces. If you want to book a personal with me, information is going to be in the description box underneath this video. Okay? So... okay, well, we have take time to breathe out, and that's the disseminating moon. So that's a special little bonus message for you there, Pisces. You gotta breathe, baby. You got a lot maybe going on, or just needing to just kind of calm down a little bit. Just calm down. We have your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. We have nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, moon. And then we have communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Alright, so that's kind of it for you right there, right? You know, you're being tested for whatever reason. You just got to breathe, take it easy. Conclusions are within reach. So this is going to be coming to a close here soon. Full moon eclipse. This is a situation where it's super annoying though, because nothing's going to come of it anyway. So why is any of it even happening, right? But it's to teach you some kind of lesson. Maybe the lesson is to communicate better. Maybe the lesson is to calm down, to be more mindful before you speak, before you make any actions, to actually make sure you're operating from a calm, level-headed kind of even space, mentally and spiritually, and not just ration out. I mean, it could be so many things. You just have to apply it. But I know one of those things for sure is going to show you up close and personal how you talk to people, how you communicate. Sometimes communication is verbal, it's loud. Sometimes it's through written, you know, messaging, notes, texts, whatever. But this whole situation or person will really let you know how vital it is to give a heads up, to you know, if something changed, let it be known right away. Whatever this thing is, you know, again, it's more just a test for you and a lesson for you, that you gotta speak up, especially if it's something urgent or very important. You can't sit on it. You gotta say what it is right away. Like it's like you could avoid mistakes and situations that turn kind of bad because you didn't say anything soon enough. So let's get more into this. A time for healing. Balsamic moons. I don't think this was like... it's probably... yeah, this probably kind of really felt sucky to you. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Because you got a time for healing. And when we need to heal, it's because usually something's hurt. Something is broken open that shouldn't have been. And so now it has to heal and mend and close and restore and repair and get better. So yeah, this could have been something that kind of broke you up, you know, busted you kind of open, like maybe not even expecting it. Energy gaining momentum. Yeah, kind of maybe this was something or someone that opened you up real soon, real fast, maybe than you were prepared for or expecting, and that kind of took your breath away, caught you off guard. And all this just like chaos and calamity and all these tower moments just to test you, not even because it was real, which is an extra layer of frustration, because you're like, you did all of that and it was for nothing. Oh, that just, yeah, that really can light the fire. So we got, look at the bigger picture, and that's the full moon in Sagittarius. And I really like these messages together too for you Pisces, because it's like, yeah, no, nothing's coming of it, but look at the big picture, look at the lesson, look at the valuable information that you gained, look at the opportunities that will come from this test, right? You have prosperity lies ahead. So If you hadn't gone through this test, through this situation, with this prosperity that's ahead, you wouldn't see it. You would let it pass you right by. You wouldn't even recognize it for the prosperity that it is. This whole lesson was to really prepare you and gear you up for not only just this prosperity, but for many things that lie ahead for you. That's why you have to look at the bigger picture. Yeah, maybe nothing came of this particular situation, but again, like I say, it's setting you up for the future, for future situations that are guaranteed to come, because you already have it right here. Prosperity lies ahead, and that's the new moon in Taurus. So far you have Sagittarius, Taurus, and Gemini here. You can also have these signs in your own chart, so apply it how you can. Make sure you're breathing and you're calming down, and you're not allowing yourself to get too worked up over these things that really don't even need all your energy like that. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in you. New moon in Pisces. Yeah, see, so communicate, like I was saying. Not all communication is verbal, but meditating, contemplating, prayer, communicating through the spirit, through the mind, through the heart, that's what you call nonverbal communication. It looks a lot like actions. It looks a lot like what you do for people. What people do for you. They may not tell you that they love you, but they show you by taking care of you, by feeding you and supporting you and showing up for you, and just being there when you need them, and even when you may not. So communicating in all ways. The Hierophant, this is the major arcana of Taurus. Please down here. You know what? I feel like taking this where communication is key, and meditate and contemplate. Because I feel like it's a good message for you. Okay, the star is here, so that's the major arcana of Aquarius. I feel like with the Hierophant here showing up, it's like follow your faith. You know what I mean? Like, especially anyway, but especially if you've kind of fallen away from your faith here recently. Or maybe you used to pray way more, you used to go to church, you used to read the Bible, you used to do acts of, fellowship and things like that within your community, but you haven't done those things. This is your reminder to get back to it. You know what I mean? Get back to your belief system. Whatever, is in your heart that you believe is true when it comes to spiritual matters. Following that compass, following the tradition and the rules as you communicate, as you pray and meditate and contemplate. Like, you can even get some advice. Talk to people. Maybe, communication sometimes is a struggle for you. There are people who can assist you, from friends to professionals, speech therapists, regular therapists, counselors, people who can help you with, public speaking fears or whatever it is. People who can help you draw closer in your faith, like, ministers or pastors or things like that. So, just allowing your faith to be your guide. Okay? Not forgetting that you have faith to rely on. Your commitment being tested with the Ace of Wands, so some kind of new inspiration coming in. Getting things excited and popping. I like the Ace of Wands because it's an energy that is like, oh, it's about to take over. It's about to get real hot and crazy up in here. And with the King of Wands here too, he knows better. He wants to jump in and get a hold of that Ace of Wands and do all kind of fun stuff, but he knows when he's done that before, he got in trouble. So he just sit on his throne. The Ace of Wands says, hey, come over here, then he'll be there in a 1 second flat. But, you know, you're just going to watch. Just going to watch and reminisce in those days. But yeah, this Ace of Wands with that commitment being tested, something that, yeah, might have felt like a temptation. A temptation for some fun, a temptation for some adventure, maybe even a little danger, but with thrill, you know, with passion. So it didn't seem that dangerous, but it could have been. But it was a test. It was a test to see would you jump or would you stay put. And I was there with the King of Wands. He definitely stays put. He does not jump. He used to, but not no more. Okay, yeah, 10 of Swords. Nothing will come of this situation. Yeah, 10 of completion. It's done. It's a wrap. It's over. X marks the spot where the bodies are buried. Nothing's coming of this, so it's going to end abruptly, and that is probably going to feel very annoying too. Feel like a waste of time, but it wasn't. It was to teach you a lesson, many lessons. Just look at the bigger picture. You know, it's like as passionate fuel as this thing entered your life, just same kind of energy it exits. Like, whoa, you know, it's reminding me of Tasmanian Devil. How he was just like a little speedster, just a little tornado coming through, destroying everything in like 1 second, and then just gone. Like, oh, wow, okay, all right. Well, trust God anyway, always. All right, so I think this one was first. Universal wisdom. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. I like that. We have love here. Love is everywhere. Open your heart to feel it. Okay? And then we have collaboration. Collaboration achieves greater goals. So do it together. That is what I have for you, Pisces darling. I hope this one blessed you. Like, subscribe, and share. You guys, I'll talk with you soon.